Hello, everybody. Good morning. So I hope you're all well. Today, our topic is women and heart health. Okay, so, all right. So a little bit about myself. First of all, if you're new here, thank you so much for being here and giving your time to listen to us. Okay, so a little bit about myself. My name is Anjali and I was born in a little village in Nepal, which is called Lamjung. And now I live in beautiful sunny Gold Coast. And I have two beautiful children and one I don't have to amazing husband, supportive husband. Okay. And I have been women's health movement coach for past 8 years. Hello, everybody. If you can hear me, just give me a thumbs up, minion. Welcome. Thank you so much. Mish is in, and qualified nutrition counselor. And finally, I am and founder of this platform. Okay. Hi, Mish. How are you?
Good. Hello,
Yeah.
everyone.
Thank you so much for being here, Mish. I truly appreciate your expertise
No
and
worries.
years and years of, and your time and everything. Thank you so much.
I'm so
So,
happy to be with you, and I love what you do.
no, what you do and you inspire me to keep going. All right. So thank you, Minion. Okay, you can hear me. That's great. So yes, okay. Enough about my bio, about myself. Let's dive into amazing Mish's bio. Okay. So Mish is a writer, speaker, and educator who is an influential leader in women's health and fitness. She was named the 2024 Few Women of the Year for her advocacy for women's health in the fitness industry and has been recognized as Educator of the Year in New Zealand 2023 and Australia 2021 and 2024. Aren't we for a treat today? Oh my goodness. And as the head of education at Women's Fitness Education and RTO delivering certificates 3 and 4 in fitness, her welcome, and Mish organizes and provides specialized women's health education to support students throughout their studies. Her 4 women's health courses, sold in 5 countries and offering professional development points, have been completed by thousands of fitness professionals worldwide, including myself. And it's your courses are not only they're bite-sized, they are bite-sized and financially as well, they are affordable. And then it's not overwhelming. So that's why, your courses always grab my eye.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
They're very popular.
Yes, I'm not surprised. And little paragraph is still reading Mish's bio. Through her writing and speaking engagements, Mish challenges industry norms, drives critical conversations about the gender gap in fitness education, and pushes for systemic change in how professional training addresses women's health. Wow. Okay, so that is why I look up to you so much, because you do so much in women's health, and and the change is happening, right? And you are one of them who is making this happen.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's amazing. And before we start, maybe, yes, I should say this important message that this live is all about bringing awareness around women and heart health, not a specific diagnostic for you or anybody who is listening or watching. And if you need support or help, please reach out to your practitioner. Here, like, everyone is here. Hello, thank you so much for coming. So, okay, should we dive in? Would you like to add anything, Mish?
Nope.
We all
Let's go.
good? All right, let's do it. So, the first of all, that I read few articles saying that it's really easy to get overlooked in heart condition in women. So why is that?
Okay, so the big reason is that there has been a lot of research around heart disease, cardiovascular disease for men, and that's because up until the age of menopause,
Yes.
women have got this when their body is filled with estrogen, they have this lovely protective layer around their heart,
Yes.
and so it is the men who are dying of heart attacks, and so that has drawn a lot of the research dollars and the conversation. In fact, if you even think about someone having a heart attack, you think of someone grabbing their heart and falling to the
Yes.
ground, and all
Mm-hmm.
of that is a very male, um, you know, expression
Yeah.
of a heart attack or cardiovascular disease, which is the umbrella term. So, but what we do know is that when women pass through into postmenopause, when they don't have that estrogen protecting their heart health, then they are just as at risk of heart disease as men. So it jumps up quite a bit. And where it is a worldwide killer in Australia, we just confirmed this. It
Yeah.
is the second biggest killer of women. The first one being dementia, which
Mm.
again is very female driven. Yeah, so that's why, and we're still playing catch up. So it's not just the general public, but also, I've had many stories from people listening to my presentations saying, someone they took a female into A&E, with a suspected heart attack, and it not the people in A&E not acknowledging or not missing the signs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you for that because it's yeah. So it's so easier to overlook, and we just have to start keeping an eye on it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic. So as a fitness women's health educator, so what are some simple daily habits so women can adopt to improve their heart health, especially during perimenopause or menopause?
Yeah, sure. Well, easy. Five easy things, and none of these will be a big revelation. The number one, moving daily.
Yeah.
Cardiovascular training, it says it all in the
Yeah.
name. When you get a little bit hot and sweaty, bit puffy, bit red in the face, that means that your heart is having a workout. So moving daily, but also strength training as well.
Mm.
Number two, eat smart. So we want to make sure that that we've got lots of good healthy fats and less of the ultra processed fats. Number
Yeah.
three, managing your stress and your sleep. This is really,
Mm.
really important. And this can be really difficult during that perimenopause time when you're not only maybe getting hot flushes, but you also have that drop in estrogen and progesterone, but you also get a drop in melatonin, which you might note
Sleep. Yes.
that's yeah, helps with the sleep. So, really trying to sort out your sleep hygiene as well. Number four, you really need to rethink your alcohol.
Mm.
And that's
Mm.
because the protective layer that estrogen gives not only your heart, but also your liver, where alcohol is processed, just doesn't work as well. And you might notice that where you used to be able to have a couple of glasses of wine and it all be good, now even like a glass of wine can make you wake up at night or,
Mm-hmm.
really affect you the next day. So we really want to protect your sleep. And then the last one, number five, is to know your numbers. So having your blood pressure checked, your cholesterol, your blood sugar, your waist to hip ratio. So, and all of this can paint a big picture. And I just want to say that the research is very clear on this, that menopause hormone treatment can help with heart health. And that can be taken within 10 years of your last period. So if you are finding that your numbers are going a little bit berserk during the perimenopause time, that might be a conversation that you have with your doctor. But protecting your heart health is not about extremes. It's all about small, sustainable, habits that you add that add up over time, and you can start those at any time, not just at perimenopause time.
Yes, that's the great thing, right? So instead of trying to, when we come to New Year, we want to, like a new me, new, and we want to do everything at once. And then that is so easy to get overwhelmed and not do anything at all, right?
That's right.
So, like you said, just micro changes every day, and there will be, there will be just without even knowing, 1% change every day is gonna, by the end of the year, you'll be good as gold.
That's right. Or I like to say, do something that you're already doing, so a habit that you have and that you do, and then add to it. So, for example, we all have showers,
Yes.
using the time in the shower to do some mobility work,
Mm-hmm.
moving. So you're kind of triggered by, I'm doing this, okay, it's going to add maybe 1 or 2 minutes to my shower, but I'm going to move all the joints in my body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. Very
lots of
simple,
examples of
basic,
that.
right? Yeah, fantastic.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. So the five thing, I just wanted to summarize it. Five thing that you would recommend, the little habits that we can, adopt is moving daily, and as well as doing the cardiovascular exercise as well as the strength.
Yes.
And number two is eat smart. Number three, managing stress and sleep. Number four, rethinking of drinking alcohol and knowing your numbers, right?
Mm,
Knowing your numbers,
perfect.
all your blood pressure, your everything else. Doing the yearly checkup, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, fantastic. All right. So another one is now how women can recognize early warning signs
Mm.
of heart disease.
Sure. Well, we talked before about how a
Yes.
man often feels that they have they actually feel their heart hurting, and it might radiate down their arm, and that's not necessarily the case for women. So the symptoms for women are unusual fatigue, sleep disturbances, anxiety, indigestion or gas pain,
Mm-hmm.
throat discomfort, jaw pain, a lightheadedness. There might be some pressing on the chest or even vomiting.
Yeah.
So whenever I present this, and you might remember this, that I
Yes.
always present it with a cup of tea,
Yes.
because women think, oh, I'll just have a little sit down, have a cup of tea, have a little rest, something doesn't feel quite right, and then they die. And that's the issue with any sort of heart attack. You need to recognize the symptoms, because that timing is really, really important to getting help.
Yes.
And no one is going to think that you are silly if you say, I have all of these things, and we'll get it checked out. They will all be happy to say, oh, it's totally fine. You're totally fine. Then you die, because that's the reality.
Yes. So we have to advocate for ourselves, right? We have to, if
Absolutely.
something doesn't feel right, we just have to, yes, people, they will talk from their experience, but they don't know how we exactly feeling.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yep.
So, okay, thank you for that one. And the next one is how can, for the professional people, this one is how can professionals work alongside doctors and nurses to better educate women about the impact of perimenopause and menopause on heart health?
Yeah. Sure. Well, I've got 5 things to talk about there.
Okay, right.
And it's great, because fitness professionals or professionals are often at that front line, as in clients are telling them about
Yes,
what they're feeling, and so they're in a really unique and special position to be of help. And you don't need to be an expert, but that brings me to number one, and that's educate yourself first. So,
yes,
unlike what you've done a course, one of my courses on
menopause.
menopause, postmenopause. It's really important to educate yourself first. And the second one, which is very strong in everything I say, is to build relationships with healthcare providers.
Yeah,
So, and I know you do this so well in your
I try.
community.
Yes.
in the Gold Coast, but wherever you are, I'm a big believer in a pelvic floor physio being in your
Yes.
back uh, pocket, but also other holistic health practitioners are great, and having those relationships where you can send them along, and then they're happy to follow up with you if there's
Yes.
any things that you need to do differently with training them. So asking the right questions. So all of those things that I talked about, you can be recognizing because your clients might not know that this is a heart attack. So being familiar with that, and asking them and asking your clients to track their health markers as well. So those annual blood tests and
Yes.
blood pressure and all of those things. Number four is use movement as medicine. Honestly, if there could be um, a single pill called exercise, it
Yes.
would disarm most, or if not all, the things that are our demise. So exercise is movement as medicine. And number five is, um, yeah, we we don't need to scare women. And again, just going back to those small, because big changes are
Mm.
really hard to embed, and these sort of health, the return on investment come from small and consistent
Yeah.
changes. So you know making sure that you're helping with those change management, I suppose. But fitness professionals have an opportunity and a responsibility to help the women that they work with. At Heart Health isn't just about fitness, but it's about long-term wellness.
Absolutely. Yes. That's why, like I follow you and the girls that who are connected with you, Jen, Mum Side Fitness,
Gender
and
Guard, she's
yes,
fabulous.
Andrea, she's the queen of movement. And those girls, they have been, their ethos is so beautiful that, that's why we love you so much. So yeah. And so five things to summarize this: educate yourself, build a health relationship with the other professionals, right? Ask, please correct me if I'm not, yeah, ask the right questions to your clients, use movement as medicine, and do these small and consistent changes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Help your clients to
Yes.
embed, because it needs to be more than just when they see you.
Yes.
It needs to be daily. So what can you do to help them? And that might be conversations around what is their routine and how can we add that to it so it's a habit.
Yeah. Awesome. So the last one is the most effective ways to communicate of the importance of heart health to, I think to clients or any general people as a professional.
Yeah. So I often talk about uh, perimenopause being a window of opportunity. It can be a window of opportunity, or it could also be a window of vulnerability. And that's just like we started at the beginning of our talk, when we have all this protection that estrogen gives us, that when we start to lose that estrogen through perimenopause, that protection goes away. So where we used to be able to survive on little sleep, drink more than we should,
Mm.
and, not worry about too much about all these things, they really start to make a difference. So I think the most important way is to frame it that this is a really good time in your life to look at what you're doing, and remember that menopause, this may only be of your life. You've certainly got a good third
Yes.
left. So you've got plenty more things to do in your life. And think about how much, say average age of women going through menopause is 52. That's when they're 1 year free of a period. They could realistically live another 30, 35 years. Think about your life and how much living you did between 0 and 30 or 0 and 35. So how do you want to live? um, you know, Midlife is a really good time to take stock and think, do you know what? I'm gonna start putting myself first. I'm
Yes.
going to advocate for myself and my health. I call that a radical feminist movement, is to, put yourself first, your self-care. And so there's none of this, oh, I shouldn't be doing this.
Yes.
I'm taking away from, no, 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 no. You should be doing this. You should be taking the time for yourself, and making the people around you, your family or whatever, understand that this is important for the
Yes.
rest of your life, and there's
Yes.
still lots more life to live.
Yes. I have to start doing that more. And these days I am changing, but at the same time, communicating with my kids as well, saying, if I look after myself, if I rest, I'm a better mom.
Yeah,
So I need this beauty sleep.
yeah,
Don't wake me
totally.
up at middle of the night.
Totally,
Yes.
totally.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, if your children are going through puberty at the same time, you're
Yes.
kind of both going through the same thing. Like
Yes.
you need lots of sleep, need ways to deal with your stress. You need
Yes.
to fuel your body well, and you need to move.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Absolutely. So much so on. And yes, so before before we close our conversation, if anyone has question, please pop in the comment section, and while we wait, please, Mish, let us know about your services, which is hundreds of them, but yes.
So for fitness professionals, I have my courses, but if you would like me to come and speak at your venue, I do offer my presenting. So this is for clients or women, or it's also if you own a gym, or not just a gym, anywhere where you need that professional as
Mhm.
well. But yeah, I definitely love speaking, particularly around menopause. And the government has just announced lots of money going into women's health, is about reproductive health, but also perimenopause. And one of the things they're going to be instigating is a campaign, awareness campaign, and getting education out there. So, be prepared to see more of this sort of stuff in the future coming up. And if you're looking for someone to educate your clients or your team around menopause, yeah, I love doing it.
Yes, you are the one person.
Yes. And my,
Yeah.
my website is Mish Wright, my name,
Yes.
MISHWRIGHT.com.
Yes.
Easy. And
And
you can find me there.
yeah, all your courses are in that website as well, right?
Yeah, it's a busy website. I've got speaking. I have my own course, which is evolution, and which is designed for women to help them understand women's health in a perspective to help them. Education for fitness professionals, and then if you are looking to become a fitness professional. I've also got information there about women's fitness education, where I'm head of education. So we deliver certificate 3 and 4, plus all of my women's health courses. So I'm very passionate about that.
Yes, we can tell, and we know that. And thank you, Mignon. Thank you, everyone, for being here today. And we truly appreciate your time. And you could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be here. And thank you, Mish. And I cannot thank you enough for your time and
You're welcome.
all your expertise for our people in our platform. So we truly appreciate that. And yeah, hopefully one day I'll get to see you in person again.
Yes, next time I'm in the Gold Coast.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you so much.
Thank
Have a
you.
great day. Bye.
Bye.